What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Been out of pocket for a couple weeks. COVID hit the house. We've been down sick. Trying to get back to full health. Still got all this sinus congestion stuff going on, even weeks later. So hopefully all that clears up soon and get back to feeling 100%. Get back out on the water. I got to get out earlier today and do a little bit at a local pond and caught a couple good ones, so that was fun. But if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you guys know when something new comes out. And if you're already subscribed, I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you guys think. What we got, we're gonna go over some stuff that I picked up at the local shop here, Real Deal Tackle. And while I was over, I'm working over toward Lake Lanier in Georgia, and was able to stop in Hammond's Fishing. If you guys are ever over that way, I highly recommend stopping in and checking those guys out. That shop is huge, and they have pretty much anything you can imagine. I just always like to visit these new places and see what they got, so figured I'd stop in and see what they had, and picked up a few things while I was there. Let's get into it. So, I don't even remember what all it is. It's been a couple weeks since I got all this, and I haven't messed with any of it, so we'll go over this, and I'll have a little bit of a surprise as well, because I don't remember what all's in here. First off, I want to hit on this Shimano Mastiff fluorocarbon. I got this stuff. I'm a Premium Pro member on Omnia Fishing, and if you are a Premium Pro member, or I think maybe just a Premium member, you might not have to be the Premium Pro, you get the opportunity to do product seeding and testing. And so I was chosen for the Shimano fishing line. You picked a weight and they sent you whichever one it was. So I was lucky and got this 14-pound Mastiff. So I'm gonna check this stuff out, and I'll keep you guys updated. Let you know what I think about that. Typically what I go with, I like Sunline, and I love the P-Line Fluoro Clear. It's a cheaper option, and it's really good. It's held up really well for me over the time, so it's not something that I've had problem with knots breaking or anything like that. So hopefully this Mastiff holds up, and I'm sure it's a Shimano product. I'm sure it's going to be good stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. All right, so here's a little guy, this Jackal Riser bait. And I'm going to take this thing out and let you guys see it. I've seen stuff about these, and I know they're always hard to get, and I never really understood what they were. And if you're not familiar with them, after this video, go check out something about these. And when I get a chance to get out and try this, I will go over the action on it and stuff and let you guys see it. But this guy's kind of translucent, got a little purple hue to the side, goldish back, little chartreuse goldish belly. This color is actually Mirror Wakasagi, and that Wakasagi is a Jackal color that they do, but this one's got that mirrored tint, kind of foil finish. But what it is, I mean, it almost looks like a jerkbait, but your lip's different. And what this thing is it comes across the top of the water and skitters, and it looks like, from the videos I've seen, it looks like a bait fish fleeing across the surface. And I've heard people talk about them, never really paid a whole lot of attention, and they're so hard to come by certain times of the year. I saw one, picked it up, and then got online and started watching those videos. And I feel like at the right time, when you see those bait fish being popped around and chasing, I think this is going to be killer. So I'm really excited to get out. I don't think it's going to be a bite that is just constant, but when you catch those fish chasing, I think this is going to be the deal. All right, next I picked up these Kitech. It's called the Glide Cameron, and this is the green pumpkin purple flake. I'll take one of these out and let you see it. And I'll grab a hook and we'll rig one up real quick. So it's got that green pumpkin, purple flake. So what size of hook we want. Alright, so we've got our hook. This is going to be a 3/0 wide gap hook. So the way you're going to rig this is not your typical through the back of the bait. You will rig this through the front of the bait. Let me get this on here. Get it good and centered. And then if you follow the new trends, you've got the Yamamoto, I think it's Yana Tanuki or something like that, and then you've got like the depths cover scat, and you got all those scat style baits. And this is kind of the same thing, but it's in a craw form. But your line tie is up here by the pinchers. So what this is you pitch this into that dock, and instead of falling like a Texas rig, this thing will slide back into that cover. When you pitch it up in there, the way it comes back in there, it falls back, and then so as it's falling, they're gonna get it, and you get that hook set hopefully right in the roof of the mouth. But I'm pretty excited about these things. I think it's gonna be good fishing around docks, pitching it up under docks and around cover. So I think that's gonna be a big key player. When these fish get moved up, they're getting warmer water temps, so they should be moving up into those shallow coves and stuff, and hopefully be able to get on that big bite soon. Those bed fish moving up, pre-spawn. I'm ready to get out and smash some. Got a long weekend next weekend for Easter, so I'm hoping I can get out and get on some of those fish. Oh, and before I show you what else is in this bag, I'm going to show you this. I've got some 8/0 owner beast hooks, and this is got the screw lock. You got your keel weight. I went with the 3/8 ounce. I didn't want to go 1/2 ounce. I didn't want it that heavy, and so what we've got, I got those because I got some of the MacDraft Freestyles, and this is, what color is this? The white back shad. Typical MacDraft, 6-inch MacDrafts. Gonna get that good MacDraft action, that tight head wobble, that tail kick, but it's gonna be on this owner beast hook instead of having that harness and that big treble hook hanging off the bottom. throw this thing a lot more weedless. Be throwing it where you throw your chatterbaits, where you'll throw your spinnerbaits, stuff of that sort. Get that thing up there, bring it through grass, and not have to worry about hanging those treble hooks up on everything. So I'm stoked about getting these and be able to get these things out and fish them in a lot thicker cover, because got a few fish on that mag draft last year, and it's a fun bite. They come out and they just annihilate it. I've got the coal sheds. I've got a bunch of different swim baits looking at getting out. I know I keep saying it, but the water's starting to get a little warmer, so I'm going to get out and do some of these on the water videos of the action of these baits, and I'm going to compare the mag drafts, and we'll do the coal shed. I'll throw in the 6 cents hangovers. What else we got? I'll probably even do the Savage gear and stuff like that, just to show the difference in action between the wedge tail and the paddle tail. Not really so much comparing baits, but comparing action, because all these baits have their place. They sell for a reason. They're still produced for a reason. They all catch fish, and it's not about which one catches fish. It's about the difference in action, so you know when to use which bait, and that can be key in a lot of scenarios. So being able to see that different action, it'll help you to know when to get out and throw different ones. This is another one that I will put in that lineup, and this is the Cast Prodigy swim baits, and this is the 6 inch version of these. They have a lot of different sizes in this thing, and I'd never seen them, but I saw them and I had to have them. So that's the blue back. Let's see what color this is, just so you know, in case you want to pick them up. It's the blue back herring. So it's got that white translucent style belly with the blue back, but this thing has a huge paddle tail on it. Soft, got a lot of action to it, but if you listen, these things have an internal rattle right here, and that's just something that make it a little different from everything else. So excited to get out and try these things out, see how they do, and I've heard good things about them. I know some guys that have fished the smaller ones, the little I think it's a 2.8 maybe, 3 inch, and have really liked them. So excited to get out and try these things out. Let's throw all this in this bag, and we'll reach down here and get the other bag and show you what else we got. Not a whole lot in this one. I did pick me up some more P-line. Got that other reel coming. Ordered another one of those Tatulas. So I'm gonna get that thing out and get it strung up with that. Next up, we got these ChatterBait Mini Maxes. These things I got out, and you get on that chatterbait bite, and they want something just a little bit different. Everybody's throwing the chatterbait, anything like that. You got these Mini Maxes. It's the upgraded hooks, got the real stout hooks on these things. I got this one in the green pumpkin, this one in the spot remover. It's just something I didn't have, and something good to add to the arsenal. So it's always good to have something a little different when you get out there on the water. And if everybody else is throwing that chatterbait, hit them with that, and a lot of times that works. Next up is something a lot of people haven't seen, and a lot of people think I'm crazy when I tell them about this, but this is called the Wobblehead lure. This translucent red is the only one that I use. There's tons of colors. I'm sure they all work, but this is my, if I had to pick one bait to fish most of the year, this thing is it. And you take a Zoom finesse worm, and I've got one rigged up here. I'm going to show you. what we're looking at. So you got that Zoom finesse worm on here. And I messed up. I rigged that one upside down. So you feed that worm on. You got a little hook keeper in here, a little barb. Push up over it. That worm hangs off just like that. I'm going to experiment around this year with a few different baits on this thing, but this is what it's designed for, is these like finesse worms, trick worms, something like that. And all it is this little metal. Comes with the split rings in the package, and then you have your worm off the back, and this thing comes through the water, and it looks like a snake swimming through the water, but it is apparently irresistible for largemouth because they annihilate this thing. And I say largemouth, but I've been out and I've caught crappie on it, I've caught smallmouth on it, but especially when the grass gets up, anywhere I'm going to throw a chatterbait, I'll throw that thing and catch all kinds of fish. I cannot be catching fish on anything. Get out, throw that thing, and it works every time. So I stocked up, bought about 5 packs of these because I go through these things like crazy, because the keeper on this hook is pretty large, and you'll get about 2 fish, sometimes more. It depends on how they hit, I guess, but it does tear these plastics up pretty good. They have another one. This is the Pro Series, and the Pro Series has the hook keeper, and it has the VMC hooks. The regular series does not have the VMC hooks in it, and I fished those for a long time. And then they came out with these Pros, and I don't think the originals are built as good as they were since they started making these Pros, because I broke some hooks off in them. So this is all I fish now. May get a couple different colors. I do have a black that has a red flake in it because they didn't have these in stock, but I stocked up the other day when I was there, so to make sure I have these. But if you guys haven't tried these, you can get on there. I think it's wobbleheadlures.com, or you can go to realdealtackle.com and check them out. They sell these things. That's the only place around that I've found that carries these, but it is hands down one of the funnest and most consistent bites that I've had, and I've caught fish everywhere I go on it. So if you haven't tried those, I highly recommend picking those up and checking them out. I think that's all we've got. Yeah, that's it. But you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Got a lot of time I want to get out and spend on the water. I've just got to get the time to do it. Like I said, I got a long weekend coming up. Hopefully I can get out there, get the kayak out, and get on the water and see if we can't catch a few. Until then, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit it, and leave me some comments down below about what you think about this stuff. Appreciate it. You guys have a good one.